What is going on out there, good people? And welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for me, I'm doing good. Back at the desk after a wonderful but adventurous getaway this past week. Was supposed to be going to Seoul, South Korea. Plans got changed on the go, and I ended up in Cancun, Mexico on Tuesday. Flight from from Atlanta to Detroit, I could not make. It was full, which made me miss the flight to Seoul, South Korea, but easy for me to just look at a board and say, all right, I'm gonna go here because this flight looks good. Flight to Cancun looked excellent. I had checked the weather. The Hurricane Burrow didn't look like it was gonna make it to Cancun until Saturday. My plan was to leave Cancun on Friday. So it's like, okay, that'll work. Jumped on that plane to Cancun. Wonderful weather the entire time. Had a great time. And that hurricane sped up a little bit and ended up getting to Cancun overnight Thursday into Friday. My flight was scheduled to leave Cancun Friday at 8 a.m. Delta initially changed it to 11, then initially to 2, which actually worked out because transportation had gotten shut down in Cancun, Uber, Didi, and we had already made travel arrangements to the hotel and from the hotel, but that particular transportation outfit canceled it overnight, and so couldn't catch a ride to the airport. But luckily there was a family who their transportation didn't get canceled, and they allowed us to ride with them. So to that family, I appreciate it. They let us ride and then let another family ride who was staying in Tulum, but because the storm was expected to be a direct hit to Tulum, they ended up catching a ride over to Cancun and then just was gonna fly out of Cancun. So ended up getting out of Cancun about 3 o'clock Saturday. Got home last night. No, I got home 2 nights ago. Dang. Yeah, got home about 2 nights ago. Got home Friday about 1 a.m. So Saturday, 1 a.m. But good time. I'm already trying to figure out where I'm gonna go next. But I am sitting at the desk to take a look at these charts, see what I expect the market to possibly do going into this evening when it opens into Monday, and then we plan accordingly after that. But figured since I'm gonna do it, I might as well record it. So let's go ahead. Let's flip on over. What I do and what I call it is a top-down approach. I usually start with the highest time frame I like to look at, which had been the 15-minute, but I used the hourly last week when I did a video, and I actually like the information that I got from it. So that's what I'm going to start with right now. Already went in and deleted most of the old trend lines, but I did keep this intraday one on here because it was kind of interesting. If you notice, I started that back on June 28th. We notice, what is this? July 3rd, 4th, it came into play, and then it's coming into play right now. So I decided I would not delete that one, but I'm gonna go ahead and we're going to get started using the weekly or the hourly chart, and I am just going to start marking levels. So for this one, what I want to do, just looking at the chart, I'm going to use the last two higher highs, significant higher highs, and I'm going to mark that level out. So we're going to go from here. You always hear me say I like as many points touching, so I'm not going to go here. I like right there, so I'm going to put that right there. And then I want to find the base I want to find the base. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to use right here, because we get this couple of points here touching. We get those couple of points right there touching. And I may even, let me see. I may take it up to right there. I do like that a little bit better. So we'll do that. And now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to change this to a brown line. I got that saved as weekly, but it's not the weekly. And I don't want to go with 4. I'm going to change this to 3. I'll apply it, and I will. I'm going to save this one. So we'll save it as hourly brown. All right. So starting with the highest time frame that I like to look at, we have the hourly, and I do want to just see how this looks going backwards. Okay, so right there, coming through here. So that's a good area. I like that area. I'll go ahead and turn that back to there. So that is the hourly. Next, we'll go to the 15-minute. And let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Do I see anything on the 15 that I would use? And really, I don't, y'all. Really, I don't. I'm trying to just bring that out real quick. Yeah, I don't really see anything that really looks good to me. So I'm gonna hold off on the 15. We'll go to the 5-minute right now. But let's go back to the 15 though, just to look at it and see. So you saw I use this as my hourly, and I would probably tighten that up a little bit right here. This is why I want to come to my next level. I'll tighten that, and you see right there where all of those areas are touching. So that's why I wanted to just come back and take a peek at that. We'll go to the 5-minute now. Let's take a look at the 5 and see what we see. I'm going to tighten that up a little just so it makes it a little easier for me to see. So on the 5, I see a up channel. I see a low here, and then I see a higher low right there. So I'm going to mark that out. I'm going to start it right here. We'll come through that. We'll take it up, and I'm going to just put it right there. We'll go ahead. I'm going to change that to 5-minute up. It'll be a blue line, roll blue line. And we'll roll with that. And then come in here, you see basically an even high, but then I see a lower high right here. So what I'm gonna do is mark that out using this pivot here. I'm gonna come through right there. And then I'm gonna use the back side of this pivot right here. I'm gonna use the back side of that pivot. You see it came down through there. Now I have expectation on where this should hit at. And look at that. It's in line with this old intraday channel. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna change that color. I wanna say it's like a magenta, 5-minute down. Yep, like a magenta purple. So now we have the hourly. We have the hourly. We see where it broke it, tried to retest and go, failed, broke it again. It did get over this, failed again, tried again, failed again. It's like a triple top up there, y'all. It's a triple top on the 5-minute, and then it lets go. So right now, market opens, I would expect this to come down to right here, 85, 205.85 to catch support. If it lets go there, I would probably expect it to catch support right here, 76 at this 5-minute area of demand. Let's go back to the 15 real quick. And look, right on the 15, we have another area of demand. So if that breaks the 85 level right here, if that breaks that level, then I would expect it to catch support here. And if it does not catch support there, look over at the 15-minute. I expect the market to flush out. So I'll be sitting at my desk this evening at 8 o'clock to see what these do. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at one more time frame. Let's take a look at the 1-minute chart. We'll blow that one up. And the 1-minute chart, we see that it wasn't an uptrend. It broke it. It set a steeply lower high from here, comes down, sets a slightly lower high from there. And from this point right here, I'm going to go ahead and drop an intraday line right there. So intradays are just the standard gray that you see when I'm setting it up. We'll go there, and then from here, actually, I'll take this all the way out to this big area right here, and I'm going to put it right there because we have multiple areas touching. And then we'll go ahead, let's do that and see what it looks like. And look at that. It's in that same area. So if this flushes out, again, it's going to find support at this intraday level and at the 5-minute level for a possible move back up. And then I would expect it to push back down again. So that is my top-down approach on how I look at my charts and how I mark my charts. I could go ahead and start like marking some price action areas. Let's take a look and see. We have one right there. So I'll just hit the F6 on my keyboard. I'd put one right there. And I'm just doing this on the 5-minute. We put one right there. Let's bring this out, see if I see anything else, which I don't. So next one would be about right there. Let's take a look. It's like magic. That's probably right around that 85 area. 85, 86 area. Did you get a wick? A wick? You come through here, wicks there. That's gonna be a clean move down. I think market opens. If it lets go of this, should catch support right here. If it lets that go, we'll probably see a good flush out the rest of the evening. But I want to take a look, one more look at this 15 and see if I could see anything. Yeah, if anything, it would be from here to there. And that's going to be in an up channel, and it's going to let that go. Let's see what that kind of looks like. I would go from this pivot to that pivot. It's almost going to run concurrent with those other ones. So I'm not going to worry about that one. I could probably take it all the way down to right here, possibly. Let's change this to a 15-minute green. Let's see. Change this to opacity of 15. So just using this area right here. And let's take a look. I like to take a look to the left sometimes when I do that, just to see what it's kind of coming through. Look at that. Used it here, used it there. That's pretty nice. Came, it broke it. It tried to get back above it, pushed it down, tried to get back above, and then we get big action right here and it breaks through. So I like that. I like that 15-minute. I do like that 15-minute. This intraday, I kind of want to get rid of that, but it's interesting. So now when you look at my 5 and my 15, you see the chart is green now, and that's green because of that 15-minute level. And then all I'm watching when I'm trading now is just this 1 minute and the 5 minute, because those are charts that I trade. And now I have all of my levels on here though. So I see that we're below and inside of the 15-minute. We're below and inside of the hourly. We're below this up channel, 5-minute. We're inside of the 5-minute down channel, and we're inside of the 5-minute intraday channel. That's what it looks like. So on that note, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Tried to keep it under 15 to 17. That's because I talked a little bit at the beginning. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be an excellent time to do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. I'll be looking to see what the market does at 6 o'clock today. Seeing how these levels play. Like I said, I think we'll possibly open, come on down to 585, find support. If not, we'll probably break through that level, and then we'll try to catch support at 75, which is a 5-minute demand and a 15-minute demand. It's also a 1-minute demand now that I look at the 1-minute chart. But that's my game plan for today. That's my game plan for when the market opens. See if I can catch some big moves. After hours, it's usually fairly slow. So usually I just size in accordingly. I'll size in accordingly to keep my risk where I need it to be. But on that note, I'm out of here. We will be back at it again later. Peace.